What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, and I want to welcome you back to Fallout New Vegas. And when we left off, we actually beat the main story. But as we beat the main story, it's one of those things where you can't keep going from the end of the game. It'll take you back to a save before you beat the game. So, with that being said, I am going to do the DLC missions now. And we're going to start with this one here. I can't remember if they're all in order or not. Like, if each one of these... Because these are the 4 DLC packs, and we're going to start with Dead Money, which is the Sierra Madre grand opening. Now, I've never actually played these DLCs. I've seen a couple of them played, like, I watched a Let's Play of them because I never bought them. But it's been so long, I barely remember how it is. Like, this one is the most vivid, the Sierra Madre one, because I have mentioned it a little bit in the main game. So... we gotta head all the way over to buttfuck nowhere, unfortunately. I thought I was at least somewhere close, but apparently not. I don't know what the closest spot is. They're both relatively far away. Maybe the gas station. So we'll fast travel there and go take a little bit of a hike. And this is the only DLC pack, or DLC mission set, that does not allow you to return. So when I'm there... When I get there, I cannot come back until I finish up. And when I do finish up, I can no longer go back to it. So I gotta make sure I do what I do when I do it. With that being said... Where are we here? Right, okay, we're walking. So before we get there, though, I'm gonna create a new save, and I'm gonna try and avoid it. If I can. Because I know there's a couple achievements for it. I don't think I'm really gonna go for them, but you never know. There's the main story achievements, and then there's some that are situational, like collectibles and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure I can't go with these guys since there are companions in the missions anyway. So I'll just be walking along, and we're just gonna have to see how it is. So hopefully we don't run into any of these like BS things. I really hope this thing's not gonna get in my way, and I really hope I took the right path. So I always tend to take the wrong goddamn path. So, you'll have to forgive me if we end up ringing around the rosy with the pocket full of posies. And some ashes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. X-Spooks is having trouble. Not surprised. You know what, though? I don't want to jinx anything, but this Xbox 360 has lasted me a long time, man. I got it in 2010. Like this particular one. You know what I mean? Like, when the Xbox Slim or 360 Slims came out, I took advantage of it and bought a new one because my old one was a piece of shit. So the fact that it's somewhat still working, I'm quite proud of that. But, you know how it is. I've kind of deviated away from consoles and I've gone to PC, though. The only reason I'm playing this on not PC is because, well, I already had the game. So, that's a little bit of intel there. Wow. Oh, shit. Easy. Easy. Use the slide method. It's all about that slide money. Slide method money. Oh, cocks! Ow! Father Elijah, you ass fuck. Oh, it's all bubbly. Did my people make it? Well, Rex did. Ah, there she is. She's on her way. Oh, Veronica, Brotherhood of Steel. It doesn't work that way. I guess it could be Brotherhood Veronica. Brotherhood Veronica. I don't know. I'll probably have to leave you behind. So be strong. If this is here. Yes. Alright, so before we go in there, I'm going to create a brand new save. And I'm going to try and leave that alone. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Because like I said, there's an achievement, I think, for collecting 500 Sierra Madre coins or something like that. Or chips. Because we're going to the casino, so. Sierra Madre. Left my heart in Sierra Madre. Is there anything up here we should be wary about? Jar of cloud residue. What the fuck is that? I'm taking it! Gotta remember as well, though, I ended up going down a level. Because when like when we left off, I was about a level 29. Okay, this is it. Dead money takes you into an extremely dangerous area of the Mojave Wasteland. A one-way journey until your business at Sierra Madre is finished. In normal mode, you'll encounter new traps, enemies, and new companions whose lives are tied to yours. In hardcore, you'll be fighting the environment as well. A toxic city that erodes health over time. Companions are more vulnerable, and so are you. Dead money is recommended for experienced couriers, level 20 up. If up to the challenge, continue on. The Sierra Madre grand opening awaits. It has been 200 years. So I'm going to stay here for a second and just resave it right at this door, just to make it a little closer. So yeah, I'm still level 28 because I ended up doing some missions. But let's go. So technically you could still go. Oh wait, hold on, before we do that, 1 second. Can I just hack this? Nope. We're gonna hack it. He's probably just gonna let me in anyway, I think. I gotta talk to him. Infested. That was pretty close. Let's try injected. Nope. Intended? No, it's all the same shit. Duds. There were a couple I found. There's my allowance. Now let's keep going and trying to find the exact one that I need. Oh, look! Get rid of them shitty duds. I'm actually quite excited because this is like a new experience for me, guys. Look at all these dud removals. Okay, it's either intended or involved. Well, I already tried intended, so we know it's involved. Ha! Making money. Well, getting experience. I wonder if I was supposed to come in here. I'm only taking that because for that reason. So someone told me that the T151D is better, but I don't think it is. I can't remember though. I could be completely wrong and talking out my butthole. From what I remember, they actually took quite a bit. I don't really need these. Elijah's chemist. Look at this. There appears to be residue collecting in the chemistry set. With the proper knowledge, you may be able to collect a sample. Look at that. I'm collecting samples, son. Pack of cigarettes. Unusual looking crafting station. As you approach, lines of tiny holographic items appear on the dispensing tray. Wireframe schematics and lists of consumables the machine can assemble and package for the consumer. There's a slot on the side with the Sierra Madre symbol. The slot does not look part of the original design. Ah! Look at that. I got some coins, and that's what we're looking for. 80 Sierra Madre chips. I'm looking for 500, I think. Let me just look real quick. Couldn't hurt, because there are some things I never ended up getting. See, I have barely any achievos. And this is, when this game came out, I stopped caring about achievements. It was at that time with the transition period, you know. 30th level. I was close to that, and we'll get that achievo soon. None of this stuff. None of this stuff. Oh. Get banned. House always wins for the Republic. I thought I did do this. I swear I remember doing this. All or nothing. I think those are for... I could be wrong, though. Wait a minute. I swear I've done this already, but that could be from a different DLC. Legend of the Star. See, this is from this. Assemble your crew, cash out. Complete the... Okay. There, collect 500 Sierra Madre chips. So that's doable. So whenever you see something worth hacking into, why not? Take a little nap skis. Alright. Anything else before we move on? Dean's Electronics. Look how the whole thing just juggled. Alright, this is one of those ones that grants a permanent boost. So that's a repair boost. Yep. I like that. See, I'm an aficionado. Anything further I can collect. Because I already have 80, what was it? What did I get? 10? So I have 90 already, and I haven't even gone in there. So. She looks completely fine. She's like, I'm good. It's a good thing I went in there. When I leave, I might be able to get his stuff. Veronica! Saint Veronica! Rex! But like I said, we have 3 different companions we can recruit here. And I'm curious. And I knew Dean Domino was in this. Remember those signs seeing Dean Domino? You can get him aboard.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening, one big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part. It's letting go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm excited. You guys hype? You guys getting hype for some DLC? Even though it's a few years old? I think it actually came out in 2010. Was it 10? Or was it early 11? God, it's been... I don't remember. You motherfucker.
Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid, play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it.
What are you talking about?
It's like that Pip Boy on your wrist, except filled with explosives. A little radio of the old world. Just needed some tuning. Do what I say, and the collar won't go off. Refuse, try and run, disobey me, I'll kill you and find someone else. There's no escape from here until I let you go. The sooner you accept your situation, the better.
What do you want?
That structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino. You need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps, you'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone.
So, I need others to pull off this heist, too.
Around the villa are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all three and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk more. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your callers are linked. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it.
Why would you do that?
Because in some respects, breaking into the Sierra Madre is easier than breaking human instinct. Greed. The villa is filled with corpses. Some killed by the dangers here, some by me. Others turned on each other. Once they realized the Sierra Madre could be theirs, they cared nothing for their freedom, their survival, or each other.
Are they all dead?
The ones brought here live on only in what they've left behind. Their marks, graffiti on the walls, and victims they've killed. Some tried to help, left supplies and healing for others who came. Their reward? They were tracked down, killed by others with baser instincts. Some of these murderers went as far as to leave traps behind them, turning markers for help into death traps for anyone following them. It killed some of them when they forgot where the traps were, or when they desperately needed the assistance they had cut others off from.
How many of these victims did you bring here?
Too many. This place is dangerous. And its quarantine measures, its hazards, have claimed many failures upon failures. Do you think I wanted to place collars on you to ensure compliance? No. If robots could have done this, I would have sent them. The Sierra Madre is a complicated lock. Cracking it open requires human hands.
Where's my gear?
The Sierra Madre has many defenses, means of screening guests for illicit or dangerous items. Your arrival here, weaponless, was not my intention. The casino, this villa, it takes anything with even a trace of radioactivity, traces of unknown substances, and returns it home, the bunker.
Ah,
The process is
I know where it is.
automated, and the casino itself has other similar services. I was unable to find a workaround except to send others in as tools. Still, I have not left you defenseless. And the Sierra Madre's security, in some respects, can help you if you are resourceful enough.
hacking, son. I know what that means.
This place is well preserved. Few who came here ever returned. All of the treasures of the old world lie scattered about, virtually untouched. Search, hunt, craft what you can from what you find. The trash of the pre-war era can keep you alive. Food, knives, more. Use them. Even the villa's toxins and the residue it leaves behind can be shaped into tools and weapons. Gather it as well. Also, there is one more thing in your possession. A rifle that will keep you alive. As surely as the caller will.
What is this rifle?
It is a hollow rifle, a weapon I constructed when I arrived. I have since made superior models and modifications. For now, that too will have to do until you find other weapons. And I suggest you do. The hollow rifle's ammo is limited. Still, it should serve well enough. I fashioned it from the holograms of the villa and used it against the villa's living inhabitants.
Inhabitants, there's people alive here.
Yes, inhabitants. Avoid them if you can. They are difficult to kill. Whatever has created them, bullets, explosions, energy, it can make them inert for a time, then they seem to crawl back up, restored. Perhaps it's the cloud. Perhaps something in their physiology.
What is the cloud?
The cloud is what blankets the sky here. You may smell it in the air. Copper and sulfur. Burns the lungs and seeps into the skin. As for its origins, I'm not certain. Pre-war industrial pollutants. Something in the Sierra Madre structure. It is unique across the wasteland, and deadly. It has kept this place preserved since the Great War.
Will exposure kill me?
The air here is lethal only if you enter concentrated pockets of the cloud. Too long inside one, you'll die, so be careful where you step. I've seen some survive concentration of the cloud for short periods of time, if healthy enough. Others were too weak. Rebreathers, chemical suits, there is no protection against it. It decays all it touches. I found fighting it useless.
Is there any safe place to rest?
Anywhere sheltered from the cloud. Inside buildings, tunnels. Any place not exposed to the outside air. Anything the cloud has touched has preserved it one way or another. But only the holograms in the villa truly remain.
What holograms are you talking about?
Ghosts. They fill the villa. More in the casino. Much more.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Functions the dead once did. They cannot be harmed. They only perform the same rote tasks until their power dies. They are of no consequence, except for the security holograms, the ones with the silhouettes of the armored Sierra Madre guards.
Why?
Most holograms perform specific functions. The security holograms, ever since the bombs fell, now perform their function. They will kill anyone they detect. They are immune to guns, weapons, EMPs, even energy weapons. Still, they have limitations. Their design limits their field of view, enough to avoid detection. Each has an emitter. Destroy or disable it, and they cease to be a threat. Still, at least they still work as intended. Other technology here is more of a threat to you. Notably, the villa's radios and speakers.
Radios and speakers?
Yes, music was intended to be broadcast all over the villa. Over time, however, the radio signal has decayed and emits a different frequency. Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the collars to block the signals. So, you'll have to make do. Yes, but not immediately. You'll hear a beep from your collar's detonator. When you do, step back, scan the area, and find the signal source. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio. The damaged speakers are sparking. Hard to miss. The casings are resistant to vandalism. Punching or hitting them will not destroy them.
So how do I destroy them?
Gunshots, energy blasts, even spears thrown with great force can puncture their exterior. Shielded speakers can't be destroyed at all. You'll need to avoid them or switch them off via a terminal. I'll leave the method up to you.
Other questions?
I am sure.
What are the vending machines?
Assembly stations. Schematics are stored within. Dispensers with unlock codes. They use the chips scattered around as batteries. Alloys of raw material embedded in a shell. They resemble the vending machines of Mojave, but they are crafting devices of tremendous versatility. Once an old world convenience, now they are a means of survival. Use the chips to power them. Select from the holographic display. The device will assemble it.
All right.
Ask.
What is this place?
Unfamiliar with the legend of the Sierra Madre? Where you're standing is the villa beneath the casino above. The wreckage. The villa lies in the shadow. The villa is a dumping ground of failed construction. Pre-war junk that has aged poorly.
All right. How did I get here?
I brought you here. There are mechanisms in place once the traps across the Mojave are sprung. For now, your sole focus should be the Sierra Madre and how to get inside. Until then, you won't leave alive.
I don't like this guy. Holy shit. Look at all these questions.
It is the cloud that surrounds the villa. It shouldn't prove lethal in the time you were here. Prolonged exposure would be hazardous, however. Fall asleep, and you will not wake up.
Gotcha.
Gather the 3 others needed for...
Yeah, okay. Just want to cover all my bases here.
Someone who followed the call of the Sierra Madre just as you did. Now that I've found it's more than a story, I intend to take what's inside. Maybe that's why you came. Why you followed the Pip-Boy here. And straight into one of my traps. Now, this is your reward.
How are you people? How are you speaking to me?
Confused? Don't be. I'm commandeering the hologram technology of the villa. Numbers, equations, circuits, all can be controlled, provided there's a connection, and the knowledge to use it. This villa, the casino, a treasure trove of such devices. The holograms included.
Who are these people?
One is a trusted ally. Obedient, caller unknown, although the caller helps. The other 2, well, we'll have to see what the trap's got.
How am I supposed to find them?
Your piece of Rocco trash will help you, I've ensured it. It can latch onto the signal of the callers and tune into their frequencies. The bomb callers come with radios embedded in them. You can eavesdrop easily. It was part of their design to listen in. They can even screen out white noise from the environment to allow greater monitoring.
Okay. Any suggestions for who I should get first?
Yes. Caller 8, the FEV reject, the super mutant. He's docile, predictable, and provided he's not starving, should be easy to command. I lost contact with him some time ago. Probably after he dragged you here from the trap. Find him. He'll follow you, caller or no.
Wait a minute, isn't that the guy who's got multi-personality disorder? I'm pretty sure.
A long story. FEV, a virus is an even longer story. It gave birth to the docile one. Turned them into a super mutant long ago.
Like he calls himself Dog and God or something.
I've downloaded the instructions and markers on your Pip-Boy, in case you forget. And yes, I have access to that device on your wrist. Get the other 3 here after that. I'll have more instructions for you. Do this, I'll let you go. I'll let all of you go.
You better, Dick Nugget. That's all I needed.
Good. If necessary, I will guide you through the villa's broadcast systems. If you get lost, return here, and I'll direct you. I've downloaded instructions on an audio log to your Pip-Boy in case you can't read. If you forget why you're here, let my voice remind you.
I've been standing here talking to this dick face for like 20 years. Alright, so I'm gonna hit that save. Oh, wait a minute. So basically, don't save on save 268. That's what I found. Alright, so shall we... So current quests, we're going to find caller 8 first. Dog. Alright, let's do it, guys. This place is pretty large. So I gotta find some stuff. So if you give them cigarettes, that's what does it. Oh my gosh. So he literally did do the same thing. But he gave me the hollow rifle. It looks like I'm all weaponed up. He said this does nothing, but it does water breathing. And it gives you a bit of damage resistance, so it couldn't hurt to equip it.
That's the way out after you break into the Sierra Madre's vault. Try to leave. I'll set off your caller.
Yeah, I get it. You don't have to be a fucking asshole about it, man. I'm gonna try and avoid some of these guys if I can. There's a lot of folks around here.